Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, I will show you how I build Microsoft Fabric pipelines that think first and act later. That means it loads data only when something has actually changed. Most people build pipelines that copy data every single time they run, but that works for demos, but in real projects it's a waste of time and cost. Let's assume, think about this like a shop. If nobody bought anything today, then no one will restock that shop again tomorrow, right? But many data pipelines behave exactly like that. They reload data every day even when there is no new data. In real projects, it is very difficult. So we need to ask ourselves like, so it should load data only when new data is available. That's what we are going to solve here in this video. So for that, before moving data, a pipeline should ask a question that, is there anything changed since last run? If yes, then only it should load the data. If it is no, then it should skip that load. In Microsoft Fabric, we have option for this decision using three activities. So first one is lookup activity, and another one is if condition, and another one is copy activity. Now let's create a pipeline. Go to new item and type here pipeline. Select this and let me name this as decision based and create. It's loading, and once you created, you will get that home page like this. In this, you need to click on this pipeline activity so that it will start with a blank canvas. Let's click on it, and it will ask by which activity you need to start. So let me start with lookup activity. So in this, lookup activity is used when the pipeline wants to read a small value. For example, in my source table as a column called last updated. So every time when the data changes, this column gets updated with that current time. So instead of reading the full table, it creates that watermark column, and I will ask that column what is the maximum last updated value in that source. Using that value, I will upload that new data. So in this lookup activity, we have settings. In this settings, you need to choose that connection, and it will ask either table or file. Then if it is table, you need to provide the table path. If it is file, they need to provide that file path and the file type. All those things you need to mention it here. Then next I use an if condition activity. For that, I will go to activities and I will select this if conditions. Let's make it zoom out so that you will see easily. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yes, so now it's okay. Now I will select here on success of this lookup activity, it should go to if condition. This is very important. Why? Because here we are having two conditions, true or false. If the provided condition is true, then that whatever activities we mentioned in the true, it will work. If it is false, then those activities will work. So by clicking on that if condition, here you can name any if condition name here, and in activities you need to provide the expression to satisfy If that expression satisfies, then if it is true, then the following activities will work. If it is false, then accordingly other activities will work. If that source data is greater, that means new data exists. How I will make these activities, in the sense, in that pipeline I compare two values, like the last processed date from previous run and the latest date from the source table. If the source date is greater, that means new data exists, then the pipeline goes into the yes path. If it is not, then it goes into the no path and thus nothing, because I am not going to place any activities in false. Now what I will do, I will place the copy activity here inside of this yes path. Note it down, I am using copy activity inside of this if condition. So if you see here plus option, by clicking on this, you need to choose copy data, not copy job. These both are different. I will create a separate video for differentiating these two. So for now, I will create this copy data. This is very important. It means the pipeline will copy data only when new data is available. That means if this condition satisfies, then only copy activity will work. If nothing change, then the copy activity never runs, because it will go to false, and in false there is no activity. This simple design saves time, compute and your money. So if you click on this copy activity, here you can name this copy activity and you need to provide your source and destination, and accordingly this copy activity will work. Now a lot of pipelines look green every day, but they are not that much efficient. A good pipeline is not that always run. A good pipeline is one that runs only when it is should. In this pipeline, I used lookup plus if condition pattern, which is used in almost every real data engineering project. In this, a common mistake is directly using copy activity without any checks. For learning purpose, it's fine, but in real systems, in real data engineering project, it causes unnecessary reloads and performance issues. So it's always remember this rule. First it should decide, then only data movement should work. In this video, you learned how to make Fabric pipelines smarter using lookup and if condition. In the next video, I will show how to load multiple tables dynamically using metadata and for each. That's where pipelines become truly powerful. If this helped you, like the video and subscribe. See you in the next video.